Hey y'all. I want to apologize right fast. I am filming this out of Snapchat, so if I go over 3 minutes, I'm gonna have like some cuts and breaks. But my phone's integrated camera app just kind of sucks. Anyways, it came to my attention that we have had a lot of Bigfoot sightings in Ohio, and nobody really quite knows why. I decided to start watching some clips on it because I've been out of the loop moving, and I want to be back in the loop. So I'm watching some like little news clips and everything. And apparently there's been, depending on when videos came out, like I think 8 to 11 sightings or something like that in the past couple of weeks in Ohio, in a fairly concentrated area. Lots of Bigfoot sightings, and nobody really knows why. Haven't had that many sightings like since the 70s, and so it's this huge big deal. Nobody is really getting any images. I'm sorry, I'm moving around a lot. No one's really getting any images of it because the encounters are so quick, which makes sense. If you're out doing stuff and you just don't have a camera rolling, if you see something, even if you see a bird, right, you pull out your camera, you go to take a picture or a video, and it's already gone. So it makes sense that, somebody seeing a cryptid might not get any kind of footage with it. We do live in a time full of faked images with AI, and even before AI, Photoshop. So if you were somebody who was lucky enough to capture something, you'd be under so much scrutiny, it wouldn't even be funny. But people seem shocked that this is happening in Ohio, which I find funny because having been a Bigfoot person my whole life, everybody loves the big guy, right? I already knew that Ohio has been in the past a hotbed for sightings. And Mr. Poe, I know you asked on your Twitter what could be causing these sightings. I don't know what things are like in this particular area, but I know here we have a lot of construction, and so you end up seeing a lot of creatures you don't normally see. Case in point, where I used to live, I would drive by an area where they've done, off of a back road, they've done a lot of construction, and black squirrels, which are not common in my area of North Carolina. I've only ever seen them before in Brunswick County, right near the South Carolina state line on golf courses. We suddenly have black squirrels in my area, and they've just migrated from, further down south up here a little bit. But with all of our recent construction, you notice them more. So in terms of what could be causing more sightings of anything, whether it's Bigfoot or something else, construction, humans, we kind of take over and make every space ours. So we could be seeing more cryptids coming out because they don't have the places to hide. It could be, I don't know what a Bigfoot's reproduction cycle or life cycle is like, but it is springtime. And whether you are human or, the birds and the bees, everybody's horny right now. So it could be a mating thing, that if there are a bunch of Bigfoots, or even Bigfoots or big feets. That's another question for another day. But it could be a reason, if population sizes are even dwindling, of having to go out and search for a mate to reproduce with. That could be a reason why people might be seeing a bunch of animals of any kind out and about. So we have humans taking over the land. We have possible mating time. It's just springtime. Maybe their food source has had to change up for the same, exact reasons as to why we may be seeing them. Maybe their food's food is getting displaced, and they're having to travel to get, more food. There's any number of reasons. But I will say this: if you are going out and you are looking for Bigfoot, please stay safe. Let people know where you are. Use GPS whenever possible. If you're going into an area with no cell service, definitely make sure you let people know where you are. If you can have a satellite phone, even better. But I know not everybody has that kind of shit. I definitely don't. But let people know where you are. Stay safe. Don't shoot first and ask questions later. You never know who may be out there in a gorilla suit wanting to fuck with people. So be mindful of that kind of thing. Take photos and videos if you can. Send them to me if you get something like that. But whatever you do, stay safe. Don't hurt anything. Don't hurt anyone. Don't try and, pop off with a gun just because you want to be the famous person who captured a Bigfoot. Don't be that person. And if you are lucky enough to have a up-close encounter with one and you want to keep it safe, I fully understand that too. I understand not wanting to say anything and just keeping it to yourself. I would actually probably my thing got away and I recorded and I didn't hit the record button. Anyways, so if you're the kind of person, I think this is where I left off. If you're the kind of person who wants to go looking but doesn't want to, if you find something you don't want to say the location, I get it. I would be that person. I would not want to disclose where my big feet were seen. But you guys, I wanted to check in with you guys because this is really cool. We have Bigfoot sightings, a lot of them, and we don't know why. Maybe we'll get some footage that we all can believe in. Maybe we'll get some kind of evidence. Maybe we'll get some fur that can actually be tested, or new foot castings. Who knows? Who knows what's going to come out of this? But maybe it'll be something fun and interesting. Excuse me. Whatever you do, though, if you go out there looking for Bigfoot, stay safe. Take photos, not guns. And, always be mindful that it could, there could be people in suits trying to fool people. So be aware of that. If you see any footage come out of any kind, be hopeful, but watch it with a questioning eye. Watch it with a lily eye. All right. Let's look at these to make sure that they're real, because that's what we want, right? We want real. We want the reality and the awesomeness of, hey, we found something that we used to not know, but now we know. So just, if you see any photos, if you see any videos come out, be excited, but be smart with watching them. Don't assume everything is real, but don't assume everything is fake either. Have that whimsy of whether or not it's real, or, well, I guess not really whimsy, but hope that it's real. You guys know what I'm saying. It's Friday. It's Friday the 13th. We got big feets out there running around. Again, would it be like Bigfoot's big feet? I don't know. I like big feet. That's fun. But yeah, you guys, y'all have a good one. I'm gonna continue unpacking the new lily pad and watch more information about Bigfoot in Ohio. You guys have a good one.